Number 7 did not exist per se. A beginning is a measurement of time. Earth, sun, moon, all these things have a beginning. The universe has a beginning because Allah created time and space. Time is a creation of Allah. Creation does not measure the Creator. Creation does not subjugate the Creator. Allah is the creator of time. So therefore He is eternal with no beginning, because beginnings are inapplicable to Him subhanahu wa ta'ala. Beginnings only measure the existence of the creation, but the existence of the Creator is ever eternal before time was created. Yes? Hadith al-Bukhari, Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa alihi wa sallam said, and I want you to write this hadith and memorize it, and I will ask you about it, just like Surah Al-Shura. I have Surah Al-Shura, you have to memorize it, just like Qul huwa Allahu ahad, which you already memorized, and you know what As-Samad means, and Lam yakun lahu kufuwan ahad means. Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam says, hadith Rawal Bukhari 3 times in his Sahih, in different places. يقول النبي صلى الله عليه وآله وسلم كان الله ولم يكن شيء غيره. كان الله ولم يكن شيء غيره. يعني Allah existed and nothing else existed. لم يكن شيء غيره. Nothing else existed. كان الله ولم يكن شيء غيره. There was nothing but Allah. What do you mean nothing but Allah? هو الأول. What does that mean? There was no space, there was no space. There was no galaxies, no galaxies. No heavens, no heavens. No 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 heavens. No Bayt al-Ma'mur, no water, no galaxies, no stars, no moon, no earth, no space, no place, no time. There was nothing but Allah. Was that a space? No, space was not created. Well, what was it? There was nothing but Allah. What do you mean? There's no empty space? Space is a creation of Allah. Then where did Allah exist? Where implies a space or a place. And Allah existed before the creation of place. But where means هو بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قل هو الله أحد الله. What does الصمد mean? The one who is not in need of yet. So when we say that the one who is not in need of anything for anything, yet everything is in need of him for everything, when we say where, but wait a minute, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is not in need of a place to exist, yet the place is in need of Allah to exist. Yes or no? Yes. Allah is not in need of place to exist or space, but the space is in need of Allah to be space. Remember yesterday we talked about it. I don't want to repeat myself all the time, but I feel like I need to sometimes. Allah is the creator of matter. Matter is what? Definition of matter. Mass that occupies space. Allah is the creator of matter and mass and space. There was no matter and there was no mass and there was no space. There was nothing but Allah. The space Allah willed for its creation later. And the time, why do we have time? What makes times and seasons? Sun revolving around its axis, and the moons and the suns, the earth revolving around it. Isn't that what makes seasons? Isn't that all a creation of Allah? So there was no night, and there was no day, and there was no seasons, and there was no time, and there was nothing. There was no space, but there was no creation. There was nothing but Allah. And Allah in His existence does not need anything to exist. But everything is in need of Him to exist. Because if Allah needs something to exist, it means what? Need means what? Deficiency. You need to drink. You need air. You're reliant. You rely on air and water, and you rely on all these things to exist. Your existence would not continue if there is no air or there is no water. Obviously, first and foremost, the will of Allah for you to exist. Need always implies a deficiency.